everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the monthly forecast for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the month of October 2018. My, how time is flying. I really hope that you enjoyed September's monthly forecast and that this finds you in good health. So this is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising signs. Oh, we have the nice Seven of Pentacles stick up there. Maybe deciding which direction to go. What are we looking at here? So we're just going to answer a specific question. So I know this is a general reading, but I think it's important to look at improving a situation. So that's what we're going to look at today, a 5-card spread. It's called the Improvement Spread. I'll be using the bottom of the deck card for general energy for the month for you. I really like this spread. It's very, very helpful. It's very specific. I find that some people, even when they don't have specific questions and they, I don't know what to ask necessarily, and I'll say, well, let's look at what you need to know. So that's how we're approaching this today. What do you need to know with regard to improvement? And I hope that these messages are helpful and healing to you. Sometimes these messages just come up and will sort of provoke something in you that you hadn't thought about too much or too heavily, or maybe we're a little bit timid to make a move around. So I find this to be a fairly refreshing spread. So let's try that today. What does Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign need to know about improvement in the month of October? Taurus, there we go. Wow. And as always, Taurus, we'll get jumper cards from the Oracle decks to finish up. Look at this gorgeous Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wow. So completions, something's coming to a completion here for you. A very important phase of your life, a very important development here. It's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune is almost like an offer. It's I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but it's similar energy, in my view, to the aces of all the suits. So in that sense, we're dealing with a 1. This is, of course, the major arcana, so it has a lot more energy and power behind it. But say imagine all of the aces, right? The Ace of Cups, Swords, Wands, and Pentacles kind of in this card. Like, that's how I measure its strength. And basically that's just 4 times the opportunity to something, okay? 4 times the opportunity to change or to grow or to develop or to appreciate, okay, whatever is important to you in the month of October, Taurus. It's just, you've got 4 times now the ability to do that. But it's through opportunity, okay? It's through something that's going to be provided to you or given to you or available to you. So really beautiful here. If you've been looking for significant change or development of late, and you're ready and willing to accept that, I see that's knocking on your door this month in October. So what beautiful energy to have for the month. Holy smokes. Wheel of Fortune, look at that. Whole new phase in your life. Could be a decision. It could be something as significant as, again, you not having considered something so much or put it on the back burner, and it's almost like, oh, it's brought to your attention and you run with it. I don't see any waiting here. I don't think you have to ponder these changes or, improvements, phases, levels, okay, whatever that is for you. But the beautiful thing, again, like I said, 10s essentially in all the suits are completions. So we can look at it in those 2 ways, 10 as a completion and 1 as an opportunity, okay? So really powerful, beautiful card there. Let's see what else is coming out for you. As always, I'll do a little snapshot with wow, look at these gorgeous messengers. Wow. We'll do a little snapshot of the energies of these cards together. Holy smokes, Taurus. Wow, okay. Wow, oh my God. Okay. I've been reading for you for a year and a half. It used to be weekly. It's been monthly for, since I guess April. You've been struggling, I know it. You've been struggling developmentally, relationally, personally, spiritually. I know things around you, within you, provisions, environment, assets. When one thing seems to be going well, three things haven't. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen for Taurus in a year and a half, and I could not be happier. October is going to be a watershed month for you, Taurus. This is giving me goosebumps. I got to be honest with you. Watershed. Something is breaking open for you. You're not going to take it anymore. I don't know where that came from, but you're not going to take it anymore. I don't know what that's about for you, Taurus. But congratulations. Significant changes for you. And you're so ready. You're so ready. And it will... The curious thing about this is that it's going to surprise you when it's come to you, or when it's in your lap, or this revelation, or whatever is going to occur for you in October. It's going to be like, oh my God, that's da-da-da, or that's that, or that makes sense, or holy cow, I just have to do this to do that. And I don't think you're going to have to contemplate anything. I think it's just going to be, oh, that, let's do it. For probably the first time in a very long time for you. Taurus, you're a very, like all earth signs, you're cautious, right? And water signs can be cautious too, for that matter. It's not a bad thing. It's just a temperament. You're cautious, but holy smokes, not this month. And yay, right? Yay, finally. You're not supposed to be cautious this month. I'm excited for you. Let's get into why I'm freaking out here. Okay, messenger of air. What do you already do well? You already cut through the garbage. This is also, I want to take a moment and talk about something. I'm a professional. I do recognize that I am a professional, but I never stop learning, okay? I don't think no matter what your discipline, we should never stop learning. And I'm always learning about significance behind all the cards. And there's something that I have learned, especially not just reading, but in listening to other people and, of course, reading about them. This is a little bit, there's a downer element to this. I'm just going to spit it out, okay? The messenger of air, or the knight of air, is very fast-moving. All the concerns are fast-moving. All these ideas are fast-moving. But these ideas with the knight of air, they're probably truthful. They're probably based in reality, but they're probably melancholy, okay? They're probably heavy, all right? This isn't a light energy, even though it's very fast-moving. I want to mention quickly, too, that you could be dealing, now that I'm noticing it, I just want to throw this out there while I'm thinking about it. You could be, Taurus, dealing with very specific individuals or energies in the month of October. I want to point out that you could be dealing with an air sign, fire sign, and a water sign. I just want to throw that out there. Yes, these have energies, and these could be happening just within you and around you, but you could be dealing with a Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Just throwing that out there. Back into what I was saying here. Yeah, with the messenger of air. So this person knows how to, what's it called when you are critical, okay? I was going to say complain, but I think those are two different things. You have a critically thinking mind that you can use to your advantage here, but it just have been melancholy, and it could be just rushing thoughts and beliefs that you're not aware that are rushing. You can have some control over this, I think, is what's being presented to you, because you already do this well. Maybe this is what you want to switch up. Maybe you want to find some peace, okay? Within your own mind. You need peace. You need these thoughts to slow down. There could be, right? Prior to this, the 8, 9, and 10 are very, very difficult, heavy cards. You could just be at a point here where you're very, very good at being anxious. Okay? You're already good at it. You've got a lot of practice. I think finally you might be fed up with it though. And not just fed up, but willing to say, I'm done. Like, I'm fed up and I'm ready for something new. Good, because it's coming to you. It wants you as much as you want it. Here's why. What you need to work on: fire, passion, entrepreneurial spirit. It could just be the difference between having dreams, having ideas, and having goals. You're really good at thinking stuff up. You're really good at ideas. Taurus, you could very well be a Taurus sun with an air sign moon or an air sign rising, okay? Or, you know, for that matter, you could have a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, you know, right? You could be cross-watching is what I'm saying here. If that's the case, this could be less about the people in your environment and more about your own internal natural energies that you need to draw upon. So consider that as well. If that's the case and you happen to know that you have a sun, moon, and rising in a fire, air, or water sign, check those out for additional messages today. See if those are helpful. Really good at thinking about things that are not going to serve you, but probably maybe depress you or bring you down. What is this asking you to work on? Putting something into action here. I'm telling you, the difference between depression and the relief from depression is action. I promise you it is. I've personally been depressed, okay? The best of us have been. Please don't get caught up in it. But it's gone as far as it can go here. It's gone as far as it can go. The only thing following this is the Queen of Swords, and she is the divorce queen. The divorce queen, okay? But she's also seen and heard everything, okay? You cannot get past anything past her. The card that follows this. She has seen and done and heard and experienced and felt everything. And she can see through you. So, you know, but she can also be very cutting. It can be a very cold card. And she's not here, right? I'm just talking about the energy that follows this type of bitterness. Right? It's just a stronger bitterness, frankly. I mean, it could be, depending on where it is in your spread, it can be a strength right now. But what you're being asked to look at is not the divorce queen. You're being asked to look at, what's your passion? What do you live for? It doesn't have to be 10 things. It doesn't have to be 9, you know, a bunch of different things. It can be one thing. It doesn't matter what people think about it. It doesn't matter if it makes you money. It doesn't matter if it's what your parents want you to do, what your spouse thinks you should do. You need a lot of passion here, and you need it for you. This is exceptionally important, Taurus, with your Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy here. I'm telling you, if something doesn't shift soon for you, because it's on the map for you, something's being put in your lap here. I think your key phrase this month might be, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Why would you put this off? This is one of the most beautiful energies. This is the flirt. This is You get to flirt with something here, Taurus. What do you want to flirt with? What do you want the most? If you want a dream to come true and it's been haunting you, make a physical move. This is physical action. I promise you it will help. It really will. And if you're nervous or if you're scared, I don't see that here, but if for any reason you're timid about that, start small. But for the love of God, start. Start something, okay? Begin it, because that's where the magic is anyway. Start small if you must, but start. Look at this gorgeous King of Cups and your external resources. Give me goosebumps, my dear Taurus. Look at you, surrounded by pure love. You're surrounded by love. This is familial love. This is so much love and compassion that it's all of the It's kind of overwhelming how supremely loving this card is. It's the entire suit maximized in the king. It's the highest you can go in the suit. It's having so much. It's feeling so much. It's understanding so much. You could have an emotional awakening this month, Taurus. I never thought I'd say that, to be honest with you. I always, these are my own barriers. I associate Taurus, with business and finances and, steadiness and, partnerships and foundations. And, of course, those are all relevant, but thank God you have this emotional explosion. This is emotional and compassionate genius here. And it's external to you. This is what you're surrounded by. It's hard not to think of the Ace of Cups when I see the King of Cups, for example. Not the same energy. It's not what I mean. I just mean the Ace of Cups is saying you have a spiritual opportunity. You're protected, right? Spiritually, there's an opportunity. You're blessed, right? It's almost like it's a pick-me-up when you're down. This is like, you don't even need to be reminded of this. You don't need to be told about that. You will feel it. This is not something anyone will necessarily say to you. Okay? This is a feeling. And it's extraordinary. And it might even be, let's admit, it might be a little bit overwhelming if you're not accustomed to feeling your emotions. If you are so accustomed to living in the head, for example, it might be overwhelming, okay? Like full disclosure. But prepare yourself for that, because you're going to be able to move out of that transformed. It'll transform you for the better. What a beautiful, I love the Nine of Cups. Internal approaches, look at this. Luxury. Luxury. Nine of Cups, celebration. This is internal to you. Outside of you, pure love, joy, compassion, commitment, emotional development, feeling the love, being the love. Never question. There's no question around this. Internally to you, success, emotional well-being, celebration. There could even be a sense of, what's it called? You spoil yourself. You could be spoiling yourself emotionally. You could feel spoiled. You could feel like you're on new emotional ground now, and you can finally grant yourself this emotional freedom. Okay. Around the terms luxury, we could be looking at overindulgence. But again, around the emotional realm, you could be giving and receiving so much love and compassion that it sparks a new awareness in you. There is an absolute, there's a turning over of something here, something that I feel so strongly that it's something that you may not even right now be able to put your finger on or pinpoint, or there's so much going on that it's like, well, I don't know, what's it? Give it a day or two following this reading, and I think it'll make itself evident to you. And I think it'll make itself evident through a feeling. Follow that feeling. Don't second guess it, okay? You're going to go from second guessing and maybe melancholy to pure compassion and joy. Always with yourself, but also in your environment. And look at this gorgeous overall advice. Move away from what isn't working for you. Take those swords that you had to fight with, that you had to develop with, that you had to, be heartbroken over. Take those as lessons with you into the future. But you are moving, or it's calling you to move from choppy to calm waters. Move away. And look, it's in the same element. Melancholy, a little bit of mental or intellectual beliefs, all that type of stuff. It's like a downer, right? This is a little bit of a downer. And it's to, a fresh new view, a new environment in your mind, in your thoughts. You can move away from that by doing something about a dream or a goal, right? This is a dream. This is a goal. That's the difference. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to do something about it. And then feeling the love, feeling compassion, happiness, joy, success. And it's not just you. I would say, you know, oh yeah, the 3 of Cups or even the 6 of Cups. I'd be, yeah, you know, it's all about you. Something that you're developing personally. This is your environment. Everyone benefits from this revelation that you're going to undergo. It's pretty fantastic. I'm over the moon for you. Let's get some oracle cards here for you. I don't feel that I need to clarify anything in this reading for you. I feel like this is pretty self-evident. The time is now would be another message for you. Take action. Action is your only, if there are any Taurians, for example, watching and that has been rather depressing, I would say action is your hope. Okay? Take action right now. Listen, whether that is finding a therapist, whether that is getting a massage, finding a new job, flirting with the person you've been having your eye on, starting the project you've been thinking about for a long time, developing a layer or a theme in your own life, any type of development, you got to go for it here, okay? This is an extremely exciting energy. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yeah, so, you know, outside of romantic relationships for a moment, I'm just going to talk about moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. This is the unrequited love. You're not going to be free. No one is. It's not. I'm not picking on you, but no one can ever be free from having what is really theirs, what is chemically yours, what is vibrationally truly yours, if you're caught up in distress over it. And that's what that is. Unrequited love. It's basically the summary of that is looking for love in all the wrong places. I mean, it may not even be a romantic situation, but I mean, apply that to your situation. Wherever you've been barking up all this time, whatever you've been looking at or working at, etc. Okay, or over contemplating, overthinking. Here, it's saying you got to move away from that. That's not serving you. You know, you need to take a rest from that. You really do. Take a rest from what the mind has been putting you through. Old patterns of belief systems, processes, ideas, concepts. Those need to fade in the distance in order for you to get what you truly need and deserve. I am not shocked to see self-esteem here, Taurus. I know this has to do with self-esteem. I know it does. The number one person missing compassion in most people's lives, number one person missing compassion is the person, that person. It's you, right? You're incredibly giving. You probably are able to provide this to everybody else. It's about time people provide it to you. The only way they can provide it to you is if you deem yourself worthy of receiving this. This is self-esteem. And you know where it comes from? Self-esteem comes from action. I'm not going to wallow. I'm going to make a move. Listen, Taurus, I'm not even kidding. Even if this is, I have social anxiety, I don't want to leave the house to go for a walk. Put on your shoes, put a ball cap on, walk out the door. Literally, just do it. Yup, it's probably going to cause you a little bit of anxiety. Totally. Okay? And then what? Walk 3 houses down the street. Look at a leaf on the tree. Look at a car in the driveway. Look at a cat cross the road. Listen to a bird sing. You can get around this. You can go from melancholy to appreciation in 1 block. Okay? And you'll be shocked when you get home or when you turn back, whatever, even if it's just a block, okay? I'm going to try, I'm going to leave. You turn back, you come in. Guess what? You walk in the door, you did that block, and you're like, oh my God, I did it. Tomorrow, I'm going to do 2 blocks. See what I'm saying? Next day, 3 blocks. I swear to God, within 5 days, you'll be like, I need to get out of the house. Where are my shoes? I promise you, okay? Again, that's an analogy. Apply that to all your situations here. It's a general reading. Start small, but for the love of God, make a move. The tribe, yep, this is where you're going to find yourself. You might have been feeling out of sorts or out of the loop, out of, I'm not going to say control, but out of a situation where you didn't feel accepted, right? You didn't feel accepted. Maybe a lot of it had to do with literally taking care of everyone around you, and having this go on so long in your own mind. You're not vocalizing it. No one's a mind reader. We don't want them to be, trust me. Just holding it in too long. And I think that you're going to find your tribe or be welcome in the tribe that you truly want through appreciation and compassion, Taurus. And you got to have it for yourself first. Yep, harmony. Here we go. The balance is approaching. Balancing, okay? Music could be very important in the month of October as well. Music, art, creativity of all sorts, balance. You know exactly. I know you know. That's the coolest part about all this. I actually have no Taurus in my chart at all. None. I have no Taurus in my chart. But I have a lot of Taurians in my life. And this is a significant month for you, Taurus. Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising in October. Welcome to the world of loving yourself and doing what you've always wanted to do. You are going to make waves of compassion and personal love and development and spiritual growth. And you're going to impact everyone around you. It might even blow your mind. Anyway, it's blowing mine. I hope you can tell I'm a little bit shook from this reading, but I'm happy as heck for you. You deserve this. You need this. So you'll find your tribe when you make a move here. The time is now. It's over. These thoughts, this melancholy, these fast moving, I can't slow down my thoughts. Meditation, hey, throwing that out there. If you've been putting that off, if everything in your life is like perfect, really, and you're like, oh, I really should do meditation. Okay, do it. Okay, just do it. Or going for walks, or putting out your resumes, or flirting with the love of your life, whatever, okay? That's your reading for the month. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like there were a lot of really good messages in there for you. Self-esteem is really important for you, but it's matched here with the oh so holy highness, the emotional highness of the King of Cups. So yeah, big improvements in your own life here. Congratulations, Taurus. I know you've been doing a lot of hard personal work on yourself, and I know that you take care of other people in your life. It comes naturally to you. So let the rest of us return the favor, accept the love and compassion, believe that you're worth it, and make a move. I can't wait to hear your comments. Thank you, as always, for liking and sharing my videos. Thanks for subscribing. It really helps me out and helps me continue doing this work. Until I see you in the next video, take excellent care, Taurus. Bye for now.